My aircraft is a Glasair FT2, an experimental two-seater kit plane. Range is 4 hours and 35 minutes. That is 128 liters on board and 22 liters in the header tank. Cruising speed is 160 knots and maximum speed is 180. The seats are very comfortable, made of so-called open cow leather. The instrument panel is quite straightforward regarding instrumentation. It's equipped with the autopilot for keeping heading and altitude. I'm using the extraordinarily useful pilot planning software, SkyDemon. The program shows us that the flight data on the 4th of September 2023 to Kristianstad. That's our first stop and took us 1 hour 30 minutes. I was using flight level 65, but the data, as you can see, shows GPS altitude 7160. The moving map on SkyDemon shows the flight route to Kristianstad. Weather was slightly bad over Linköping and Växjö, that's why I prefer to go on top. Weather was good at Kristianstad for a proper descent. At the bottom of the flight program you can see the virtual radar picture. That shows your level, obstacles ahead, terminal areas you're crossing, and so on. Unfortunately, I had problems with my installed GoPro camera until departure from Salzburg on the 5th of September. Weather improved fast at Kristianstad. A quick visit to the clubhouse. They offered us grilled hot dog for lunch, but we pressed on for Strausberg, Berlin. We refueled BP UL 91. They don't have 100 LL any longer at Kristianstad airport. We're putting on our life jackets before crossing the Baltic. Here is Johan, my friends. Since childhood he is also a pilot.
Kristianstad Tower, strike X-ray November Yankee, we are ready.
Sierra November Yankee, the wind is 300 degrees, 13 knots, maximum 18, QNH 1025.
Yeah, I got 1025, Sierra November Yankee.
And Sierra November Yankee, clearance to leave Kristianstad TMA southbound, climb to flight level 65 and squawk 7204.
Cleared southbound for flight level 65 and we'll squawk 7204.
Sierra November Yankee taxi and line up runway 01 via backtrack.
Lining up 01 via backtrack. Sierra November Yankee.
The flight to Strausberg, Berlin was estimated to take 1.4 hours. That's about 5 minutes shorter than the trip from Vaesteras to Kristianstad. The weather in whole Germany was around 28 degrees now and clear skies was expected for a week. Entering the northern part of Germany and in over Rügen is always a very nice view with all islands. The flight over South Baltic Sea takes about 25 minutes. At Barclay, a reporting point right on the German border, you will be handed over from Sweden Control to the German Langen Information. The Germans have a lot of flight information stations all over Germany. You receive a transponder code that is the same code for all VFR traffic in that sector. Can be a bit confusing if you're not aware of it. In the northern part of Germany it was code 7741. You will get a new transponder code after passing almost half of Germany.
Foxtrot Golf November November Fox, Radarkontakt Squawk 7741, QNH 1028.
Arrival into Strausberg, the former East German Air Force base just outside Berlin, is easy. Refueling and to pay for your service is done in a couple of minutes. Very nice and helpful staff in the tower as well as by the administration personnel. The restaurant Doppeldecker across the street serve excellent dishes. I realized in the last minute that the fuel 100 LL at Salzburg cost 4.32 euros per liter. Therefore, I decided to fly to Straubing, northeast of Munich, to refuel. The problem was that we would arrive 30 minutes before Straubing closed the airfield, but we managed. Before entering the Czech airspace, we had to ask for permission to enter the corner of Dresden TMA and D airspace. Flight information in Langen helped us out and coordinated with Dresden and called us back to give us permission to cross at flight level 65. I must underline that they have incredibly helpful staff at Straubing airfield. Used BP Carnier for fuel and they helped me to speed up my flight time to Salzburg. Took off 2 minutes to 7, 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's an extra fee of €50. The flight to Salzburg took 36 minutes. After that quick turn around, Langen Control said, "Good evening again, Sierra Echo X-ray November Yankee." That after a while we changed frequency to Salzburg radar. We got instruction to proceed to reporting point Whiskey. Then we called Salzburg Tower. The ATC in Austria is as good as in Germany, no problems whatsoever. The last 5 minutes of the flight is a spectacular view, with the mountains on your right hand side like Hochstaufen and later Schellenberger Eishöhle. It's a nice feature in SkyDemon to look at Google Earth map and you can see your exact flight line in 3D. The transportation with the minibus, about 400 meters, one direction, cost you roughly €61. That includes landing fee, Salzburg and parking overnight. After a long eventful day for Johan and myself, it was great to arrive in Altstadt Hotel Salzburg to have a big Austrian beer and a Wiener Schnitzel with Rösti.